Elaine, I think we're live.
Oh, sorry. I was just celebrating National Bagel Day's half birthday. Hey, Mateo, did you know that National Bagel Day is July 26th?
Actually, I did not know that, but now that makes me so excited for July 26th. Hey, Lena, how's your week been?
Well, it's been pretty good. I've stayed busy with the girls and boys basketball varsity teams as we are playing in the Grand Valley tournament this week. Good luck to all of those competing.
Speaking of basketball, Elena, did you hear that Jalen Glenn was named Big 12 Freshman of the Week?
Yes, actually I did. It's super cool getting to see former teammates and a fellow BTVN classmate succeed at the collegiate level. Congrats, Jalen.
In other sports news, the varsity dance team had their first competition and placed 4th in Division I Precision Jazz. Congratulations, ladies.
Mateo, do you remember Dr. Root mentioning last year that he's writing a book?
Actually, yeah, I remember him telling our class about it.
Let's check out this piece made by Laylee highlighting Dr. Root and his journey with his book.
Dr. Jonathan Root. I teach 9th grade ancient world history and a yearbook. It came out of a conversation at a history conference with some guys. They found out that I'm an expert on Oral Roberts, and they said, "You want to write a book for us?" And I said, "Yep." And I wrote a proposal, and they accepted it. It's about a guy named Oral Roberts who was a Christian evangelist from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He was one of the biggest evangelists of the 20th century. I think Oral Roberts is the most interesting people to have lived in the last 100 some odd years, and there has not been a book on Roberts in about a little over 30 years, so it was time for an update. Challenges, there's been a few. One has been my job situation. So when I signed the contract, I was unemployed. And almost immediately after signing the contract with the publisher, I got hired at a Target distribution center, which means I was working in a warehouse, loading 52-foot trailers. I did that for a year. The physical exhaustion made work hard. Then I ended up as a reading tutor for a year. I worked at Amazon for a few months. Then I came here. My first year teaching high school was last year. The problem is gathering sources. I have had some problems with cooperation, people not cooperating with getting sources to me, people who had cooperated in the past, no longer supposed to be published spring 2023. The way the process works, so I signed the contract and then I had to write a manuscript for the publisher. The publisher okayed the manuscript about 4 weeks ago, I think, about a month ago. And in order to have it released by spring 2023, I need to have the edits done by February 15th. So we're looking at the earliest, about a year from now. Buy it when it comes out, please. I'll sign it. I'll sign a copy if you buy it.
Great piece, Laylee. This Friday, January 28th from 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., outside of the Student Success Center, the Middle School Cooking Club is having a canned food drive. Bring a canned food item and they will give you a baked good in return. They will have items for all allergy and dietary restrictions. All food will go to harvesters.
Mateo, have you heard about the new podcast called The Night Shift?
Yeah, actually I have, and it's really interesting to hear my peers talk about a variety of topics. Let's check out a preview of the last one by Amelia.
Hey Barstow, welcome back to another episode of Night Shift. I'm Amelia Mohammadi.
And I'm Ayushi Sethi. Today we have a full show in store with you today. We have a special guest talking about upper school advice, and we're going to talk about how to survive the zombie apocalypse, as well as underrated and overrated restaurants in Kansas City.
Alright, so let's just jump right into our first segment. Today we have a special guest, Selena.
Hey.
So I actually wrote down some advice that we could give like upcoming freshmen or even people currently in high school. So the first thing I wrote was like joining clubs. I know we hear it like all the time, especially when like freshman year, everybody was telling us join clubs, join clubs. And when we were like freshmen, I don't think we really took that super seriously. But I think there like are a bunch of benefits to like joining clubs.
Absolutely. I think, because everyone's like join clubs, but I think it's important like join clubs of things that interest you or like something you don't know a lot about and you'd like to know more about. But also just trying something new is great. It kind of like builds you into a more well-rounded person. And I know like plenty of people, not just clubs, but like just a lot of different like extracurricular activities. They'll join them like their junior or senior year and say, oh, I wish I started my freshman year. That happens a lot with theater. Like seniors will be like, oh, like it's my last year, I'm gonna try theater. And they're like, I wish I had done this the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's always good to like get outside your comfort zone and grow a little bit.
So Amelia, do you think the zombie apocalypse is real?
Okay, if I'm being completely honest, I think there could be a possibility of it actually happening. Would it happen in our lifetime? I don't think so. I don't think it'll actually happen in our lifetime.
How would it happen?
Well, it's always like with some disease, right?
So COVID?
The like 59th strand of COVID is like a zombie.
Yeah. What's this one's name? The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Oh, that would be a cool name. That would not be a cool situation though.
So our next restaurant that we have is Szechuan Dynasty. It's located in Blue Valley Parkway. This is honestly one of my favorite restaurants of all time.
She's not kidding. Literally every single time we've hung out.
We go to Szechuan
We
Dynasty.
literally went last week. We'll probably go tonight.
Yeah.
Do you want to go tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. I love Szechuan Dynasty.
Yeah.
So why don't you talk about the experience and the vibe a little bit?
Well, the vibe, it's a small family-owned restaurant, so it feels very homey, and it's just, you can sit down. Usually you can immediately order your food and it'll come out, but like this previous time we went, it was pretty busy. It depends on the day, but the service is really nice. The food comes out pretty quickly after you order.
Wow, that looks super interesting. I'm gonna have to go watch that once we wrap up. Lastly, make sure to follow us on TikTok @_StowTV, on Instagram @StowTV, and subscribe to our Knights Media YouTube channel. Well, that's all we have for you today, Barstow. I've been Elena.
And I've been Mateo. Have a great week, Barstow.